So I've done so many videos on top 5 this, top 5 that, but what about top 5 comics that never came out? And these are going to be mostly high profile titles from DC and Marvel that either had some promotional images or had a full story go or even issues done, but they never fully released them in the public. It never came out before the release date. So without any further ado, let's get into the top 5 comics that never came out. I'm going to start off with Frank Miller's All-Star Wonder Woman. Now, you're sitting here, you've read All-Star Batman from Frank Miller, and you're going, what the fuck are you talking about? Who wanted this? Well, I don't know if I so much as want it as I'm more intrigued about what could have came from it. This was supposed to follow up from All-Star Batman, and of course, it never did come out. It had some different ideas, but it's Frank Miller, darker, grittier form. But people actually seem to like his Wonder Woman in the Batman series from Dark Knight, so I think people would have maybe at least checked this out. But I think it would just been cool because I think it would have been something different for Frank Miller. Now, whether it would have been good or not, who really knows? But this never came out. Fuck, he didn't even finish All-Star Batman, so of course we're never going to get All-Star Wonder Woman. Becky Cloonan, hopefully I'm saying her name right, her Dr. Victor Von Doom teenage Doom origin story. This was something I actually was looking forward to. I remember seeing a promotional image. Hopefully I'm finding images. I'm putting them on this video. It sounded really cool. It sounded different. It sounded kind of something interesting. I'm not so big into origin stories of characters that are already pre-established for so long, but Dr. Doom is pretty much a fucking asshole, psychopath genius. And what better way to see his teenage years as even probably more of an asshole. So this would have been something a little bit different. I would have definitely checked it out. I don't know if it would have been good or not, but I think it might have been interesting. Unfortunately, we're never going to get this series. Geoff Johns' All-Star Batman. Again, an all-star series that never came out. But what happened to this whole high-profile all-star story? It was announced in 2006 that Geoff Johns and J.G. Jones had begun working on this 6-series issue. Around that time, John stated that he was kind of like intended for the story to become the origin almost, or at least the beginning of Batgirl's career. It kind of sucks that this never came out because for me, I think Geoff Johns as a DC writer is really solid. He loves this universe. He loves the lore. And I really enjoyed a lot of his character takes. So I would have loved to see him even in a 6-issue series, write Batgirl and see what he had in mind for the character to give her some more depth. Unfortunately, we're never going to probably get this in 2006, and we're almost at 2020 at this point. Geoff Johns is a megastar now, doing millions of things on the background. Plus, he's doing some of his own titles. So, yeah, we're never going to get this, but it would have been pretty cool, I think. Chelsea Cain's Vision follow-up. Now, I know some people out in the world don't like her. I don't know why. I really liked Mockingbird, but I really wanted this series. Why? Because I loved Tom King's The Vision, and I don't know if this would have been a spiritual successor, but I want a more darker take Vision, a more personal story, Vision story, because I really don't like the character, but I loved the 12-issue series from Tom King, and I think Cain would have followed up in something a similar vein or give us more depth of Vision, give us a reason to care about the robotic man. But unfortunately, for unknown reasons, this was just canceled out of the blue. Like, Marvel was just like, nope, we're not releasing it. And even Cain was like, what the fuck? And I have to agree, what happened here? This would have been a great series, or at least if it wasn't good, we would have seen it and said, it didn't work out. But damn it, to cancel it right before it's coming out? What the hell? And my number 1 is Tim Seeley's Blade's Daughter story. Listen, Blade really, I like the character. I think he's a cool, badass idea, but he doesn't have many good comics. And so I really would have loved this. I think it's an interesting idea. I think Blade having a daughter and him maybe being her mentor is a really cool idea. I like Tim Seeley. I think he's big into horror. I know he's like kind of branching out now. Super nice dude, by the way. Met him at Comic-Con. So nice. But it sucks that this never came out. I would have loved to seen something different, you know? Something for Blade that I could actually attach to, because I like the character, but I can't remember a single like story arc that I loved for him. So yeah, this sucks. It never came out. The reason behind it is kind of justified in a way, and I like that Tim Seeley came out and said it himself. He said basically that there's not enough writers of different colors or anything sticking to doing that character. There's not a. He wanted basically somebody who is black to make a Blade story, and I got to agree. Why the fuck are we not getting a Blade story in this day and age? We have so many talented writers from all different colors. And it's like, why are we not getting this? Marvel, what is happening? Give us a Blade story. So I understood why Tim Seeley kind of just stepped back. That was his reasoning of what he said in an interview. It could be also because he got picked up by DC, kind of, and so he's more on the DC side of things. But it's a shame it never came out. I think it would have been a unique, fun idea that we're never going to get. Hopefully we get a Blade series of some sort coming soon, and not like a team up. I want a Blade story, even if it's a 6-issue story. Come on, Marvel. But yeah, this never came out. It looks pretty cool. There's a bunch of promotional images. Sucks it never came out. But that wraps up my top 5 comics that never came out. Some of these, to me, sound fucking awesome. I'm just going to say it. But unfortunately, we never got them. I'm sure there's others out there if you want to list them below. Maybe some indie. These are the Marvel DC ones, the bigger ones that actually have promotional images and stuff. And it just got canned, which sucks. I'm not doing series that I canceled halfway through. Like, we got a couple of issues, like Border Towns, that we're not going to get anymore because it turned out the writer is a rapist piece of shit. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about series that came out, that were announced. Maybe some promotionals, maybe not. But never even a single issue got into the stand. So this is my list. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you have a great day. Hope you list some of your own. And hopefully maybe someday we'll get a couple of these. But probably not. And that makes me sad.